Prof, I would like to start by thanking you for being part of my academic journey for the past 10 years. I can't believe it's actually 10 years. You know, we launching the book where you've written a foreword, which I'm so grateful for. Looking at your journey, a published author, academic guru, especially when it comes to equity issues, gender issues, I'd love to know what drew you to the passion that you have for equity?
Okay, well, it was really from understanding my own life as an African-American woman, minority, and finding myself always being like the only person who looked like me. And so I wanted to understand, what was that experience like? How did other people navigate that? And then I started thinking about, from an academic point of view, how does one make sense of issues of equity? So my general interest was that leaders were portrayed mostly as white men in charge of a company. And what did it mean if you didn't look like that?
Exactly.
Or you didn't think like that? So I set out to understand, what does it mean to be different in a role that is occupied by one group, and the whole issue of equity and fairness. So yeah, and I've been studying this for the last 40 years. I'm not sure I have an answer, because unfortunately we haven't achieved full equity.
If you look at your book that you wrote 15 years ago and the book that you had a forward, my book, any differences, any similarities?
So yeah, so your book, my book was written in 2001. Your book is written now. That's 15 years difference. I think the sad thing for me was, as I read your book, that a lot of the themes that my colleague and I found in our book were still there. I recognized them. Some of the challenges that the women experienced, being stereotyped, some of the women finding it hard to get an education, even in their own families, where they had to defy even their families to get an education. So there was a lot of similarity. I think the other thing, though, was the diversity in the backgrounds, that women leaders have many different paths. They come from many different backgrounds, and that was true in your book. They're poor, middle class, some upper middle class, but they all became leaders in their own way. So, and also that there was always someone in my book and in your book that said to this young girl, you can be anything you want to be. There was somebody who mentored them. And so what I take away from your book and my book is that women still have a challenge to be seen as leaders, even though they're very good leaders, many good women leaders, but still the stigma of it. I hope one day it'll just become the normal practice that women are leaders.
Thanks very much, Prof, for all the contribution that you've made at the beginning of my research journey, and at the end, and when I actually started putting together the book.
You're thanking me, Judy, but I need to thank you, because you know we don't have a book like yours in South Africa. This is a breakthrough book, Judy. I hope you know that, and it's written in such a way that it's accessible to everybody. But I'm sure it's going to be cited and referenced by academics who come after you. I'm expecting it to be a bestseller.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Prof.
Ma, congratulations on an amazing feat. I can't wait to read your book. I'm sure it's going to be a true inspiration, just as you've been as a mother. You have made us very proud, and your refusal to let yourself and other people put you into a corner and define you by being a doctor or a businesswoman or a writer or, you know, whatever. Your ability to chase your dreams has been extremely inspirational. So thank you very much.
Hi, Ma. Big congratulations on this huge, huge milestone. You are the true example for dreaming big and set out to achieve what you target. We're so proud of you, and we're really looking forward to what you have planned for us next. We are always looking up to you as an inspiration, and please continue to inspire us and your granddaughter, and all the best. Thanks.